This video is going to be on the kitchen remodel timeline. Just exactly how long is it going to take you to remodel your kitchen? Well, let's get started. So what I want you to see is from the time you walk into the showroom until the time that the last dust has settled on your project, your kitchen remodel is going to run you anywhere from 3 to 4 months, and it can even stretch into as long as 5 months. So let's break this down a little bit. Week one, that's going to be right when you first walk into the showroom. We're going to be using the fictitious date of June 29th. So let's say the kids are out of school and you're June 29th, you want to start to remodel the kitchen. When you first meet with your designer, the quickest, in my opinion, that it can go from design to finish would be about a week or two. Now, can you just bring in measurements and have somebody throw in a quick design and buy cabinets off the shelf? Sure you can. But I'm talking about designing, drawing out measurements, sitting down and actually picking out what you want as far as drawer bases go, roll-out trays, wastebasket, all those little, call them dotting the I's and crossing the T's, all those little details. And you might get those done in the initial design, but then you may want to come back and make changes before you finalize the design with your designer. Now, what I mean by finalize the design is this. Finalize the design is when you tell your designer, hey, everything is perfect in this kitchen. I am not going to change the design. From that point, what you probably want to do is you want to double check your measurements before you go and spend thousands of dollars on cabinets which may not fit. So it's not always a good idea to double check the measurements. So in my estimation, the quickest this can happen would be 2 weeks. And let's say that the cabinets get purchased on July 12th. Sunday, July 12th is when the cabinets get purchased. The cabinet company receives the order. Your cabinets will be in production about 4 weeks. Now this is during good times with no national emergencies going on, no supply issues, no shipping issues. So 4 weeks from July 12th would be August 9th. So let's say your cabinets get done from the factory on August 9th and they arrive to the shipping agent on August 10th. And your shipping agent calls you to say, hi, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, we have your cabinets. When can we deliver them? Anytime would be great. Okay, well, we only deliver up to your area on Wednesdays. So how about August 17th? We can deliver your cabinets. Great, we'll see you on August 17th. Now you can see down here that August 17th is already the beginning of week 8. So let's say that August 17th on week 8, your cabinets arrive. Now you want your cabinets to be in the house for about 3 days so that the cabinets can acclimate to the temperature and humidity of the room that they will be in. Reason why I say this is you never want to take cabinets out of an ice cold garage and then run them in the house and install them, because when the cabinets warm up and expand, more than likely you will develop some issues. The other thing what you want to do is when you receive your cabinets on August 17th, you want to make sure that you pull every cabinet out of every box and inspect it for damage. If you do have damage on your cabinets, more than likely it's going to be about 10 to 14 business days before that new cabinet arrives to your house. So let's say that you check the cabinets and your sink base is damaged. It's got a big, huge hole in the side wall. So now you have to order a new sink base cabinet, which just happens to be the cornerstone cabinet of your kitchen. So you receive the cabinet on, let's say, August 31st, which is the beginning of week 10. Your kitchen installer or yourself is ripping and raring to go. So they get your kitchen installed done, let's say by Sunday, September 6th. This is the end of week 10. Now, what do you need next? you need countertops. So you give your countertop folks a call and say, hey, I'm ready for my countertop template. Now here's a caveat to this countertop template. No reputable countertop company or anyone that I know of will come out and measure or make your countertops until they have come out to measure for those countertops. Now, for them to measure for those countertops, your base cabinets have to be permanently fastened to the ground and level. Permanently fastened to the ground and level. Now, let's say that your countertop templater calls and says, yeah, I can get out there on Thursday, September 10th to measure for your countertops. So great. They get out there on Thursday, September 10th. They send your measurements over to the countertop manufacturers, the builders, and they make your countertops. Let's talk about lead times for countertops. Generally, you can be anywhere from 3 weeks to 8 weeks. There are some stone manufacturers out there that tell people they can get their tops installed within 1 week, but good luck on that. If you can do that, great. I've never seen it happen. Generally, the shortest I've seen it done is 3 weeks for stone, and laminate, that can be done in 3 weeks to 8 weeks. Stone, you're looking at 3 to 6 weeks for that. And solid surface, like your Corian countertops, that type of solid surface, the acrylic countertops, those can be done in about 3 weeks, up to 8 weeks on average. So let's just, for the timeline's sake, let's just say that we're going to use a 4-week timeline. So they've come out to measure for your countertops on September 10th. So let's go 4 weeks from September 10th. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You're now looking at about October 8th, the day when your countertops will finally be installed and your kitchen will be ready to use. So now you can see how we've gone all the way from June 29th, starting your kitchen remodel, all the way up to all the way up to October 8th, already into 15 weeks. Now, what had happened on my kitchen remodel is I had my cabinets ordered. I ripped out my old cabinets, so my cabinets were already in production. I couldn't change the timeline on anything. And when I ripped out my old cabinets, I realized that the previous homeowner must have had some type of plumbing leak inside the wall. So I had a spot of drywall about 2 feet high, about 8 feet long, that was full of black mold that I had to replace. And of course, there were some other things that I wanted to update and fix before my cabinets showed up. But anyway, you can see how a full kitchen remodel, doing new cabinets and new countertops, can stretch well into 3 and 4 months. So be prepared. This is why you got to jot this stuff down, and you want to plot and plan to do this before any of the big holidays come up, any vacations pop up, any of your family or friends are visiting from out of town. Certainly you don't want to have everybody come over and your house is trashed and it's just dusty and you're miserable and you're frustrated. Last piece of advice for you on this: when you do your kitchen remodel, expect the unexpected. Most of the time on a remodel, you will hit some bumps in the road, some unforeseen circumstances that you have absolutely zero control over. So mentally prepare yourself for this. If you have, let's say if you have a spare bedroom, you may want to put the microwave in there, maybe a hot plate, a small refrigerator. So this way you have a room to cook your food and eat while your kitchen is tore apart, because you will be without a kitchen for a few weeks. You'll be eating out at friends' house, restaurants, barbecuing out a lot outside. If you have a camper or a trailer that you can use, that's good too. That'll help. But once you start ripping that first cabinet out, you are past that point of no return. So you really have to be in it to win it, and prepare yourself mentally for this, because if you don't, you're going to run into a lot of issues and it's not going to work out into your favor.